Cambodia Qualifications Framework. Pages 5 to 6. 2.4 Learning Outcomes. The framework groups the kinds of learning expected of students into two major sets of competency, basic competency, and core competency, which into five major domains that are applicable to all programs in technical and vocational education and training, and particular the groups the kinds of learning expected of students in higher education into four major domains that are applicable to all programs, and a fifth that is relevant to only some. The framework describes learning outcomes at each level in each of these groupings. The five domains are: knowledge, the ability to recall, understand, and present information, including knowledge of specific facts, knowledge of concepts, principles, and theories, and knowledge of procedures. Cognitive skills, the ability to apply an understanding of concepts, principles, theories, and procedures in critical thinking and creative problem solving, both when asked to do so and when faced with unanticipated new situations. Psychomotor skills, the ability to performs one or more skills with ease and becomes automatic with limited physical or mental exertion, performs of combining than one skill in sequence with harmony and consistency, reproduces a skill with accuracy, proportion, and exactness, and usually performed independent of original source, performs skills according to instruction rather than observation. Interpersonal skills and responsibility, the ability to take responsibility for their own learning and continuing personal and professional development, work effectively in groups and exercise leadership when appropriate, act responsibly in personal and professional relationships, and act ethically and consistently with high moral standards in personal and public forums. Communication, information technology, and numerical skills, including the ability to communicate effectively in oral and written form, use the information and communications technology, and use basic mathematical and statistical techniques. Psychomotor skills involving manual dexterity is that applies to only some programs. Psychomotor skills are extremely important in a number of technical and vocational and in some fields in higher education. For example, very high levels of psychomotor skills are required for a tradesman or a major equipment operator, and for a surgeon, an artist, or a musician. Since these psychomotor skills apply only to certain fields, and their nature varies widely, the expected learning outcomes at each level have not been described in the higher education sections of the qualifications framework, though they have been described in the technical and vocational education and training sections. However, where they are relevant in program, standards of learning outcomes should be clearly described and methods of instruction and assessment included in program and course specifications.